Rashee Rice, LCL injury, done for the season according to reports. We're going to break down that and more. Josh Allen, not in concussion protocol. A lot of people wondered if he was because he appeared to be knocked out during the right near the end of the game in week number 5. Appeared to be completely either knocked out cold or his world was completely rocked by a head injury, but they're saying it's a chest injury. There's possibilities that he was just absolutely rocked in the core, and it looked as though the head injury did it. Maybe there's something going on. I don't know. But Josh Allen obviously had a bad game. He's had 2 bad games in a row, but let me remind everyone in here that Josh Allen is the number 1 quarterback from last year, the number 2 quarterback from the year prior, the number 1 quarterback from the year prior of that, and the year before that, number 1. This guy's nothing but the number 1 or number 2 quarterback each and every season. So you bet your bottom dollar he's one of the best buy lows, if not the best buy low, walking into week number 6. 100% go get him. Rashee Rice out for the season, LCL. We'll talk about that in a second. What are your hires and lowers walking into this week? Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Link is in the live chat, pinned right now. Dropping it like it's hot. There it is. Boom. It's already pinned in the live chat. I just posted it in the live chat right now again, and it's in the description of the video. I'm loving the 42.5 receiving yards higher for our boy Xavier Worthy, who I think has a day. I think Mahomes has a day. I think Worthy has a day. I think the Chiefs go crazy in this one. We've got Josh Allen, Rashee Rice. What other news do we have? We got tons of other news. CMC, Q&A, Fantasy Football Show, Countdown, Monday Night Football, Chiefs Saints. That begins right now. File in, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Do it live.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
So here we are. A lot of haters are going to be in the chat tonight. Just a lot of negativity is going to start to surface and build as people start losing and looking for people to blame. It's just going to be the nature going forward. You know, are there misses on the channel? Absolutely. Am I going to miss every single week? Yeah. And anybody that loses that week and on that specific prediction that I said, when I'm going to say probably 30% bad, wrong predictions every single week, no matter what, because the blunt, honest truth is no one can get better than 70% on 50-50 calls week in and week out. So there will be a lot of negativity. A lot of people hating on the Chiefs right now in the live chat. Oh, Mahomes, you said Mahomes was going to do well last week, Smitty. You know what I said last year? That Jahmyr Gibbs would do well in week number 1. Did he? No. I said the next week Jahmyr Gibbs would do well in week 2. Did he? No. I said the next week. No. The next week. No. Let me jump ahead and just save you time. I said he'd be good right here at the bottom. I said he'd be good week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was wrong 6 weeks in a row. But boy, did he smash after that. He was a top 3 running back 6 times, tying Christian McCaffrey as the best running back in football from week 7 on. It's not an exact science. There are going to be hits and misses. We had Chase Brown as a breakout walking into week 1. He was absolute garbage. People came for my neck. Smitty, you've been saying Chase Brown. You've been saying Chase Brown all offseason, and now here you are looking like a fool. Now what? Admit it. You're wrong, Smitty. Admit it. Tell it to me. Tell me your apology. Give it to me, Smitty. Tell me that you're wrong. Admit it to everybody. You owe us. You owe Smitty. You owe everyone an apology for Chase Brown. I'm going to hear it all day long. It is what it is. It is what it is. Sometimes we're early. Look at Chase Brown now. Smitty, you keep talking about Tank Dell. Nico Collins is out for multiple weeks. We'll see what happens. You say what you want. You do what you want. You think what you want. I owe no one around Nico Collins, an apology, and I owe no one a back down or backtrack. Smitty, are you going to admit Nico's not going to? Just wait, let it play out. I just showed you a reason why you want to do that, a reason why you can't have that mentality. Look, bad week, bad week, bad week, bad week, bad week, bad week, monster top 3 running back the rest of the way. These things have a way of working themselves out more times than not. When we predict something to be a huge monster breakout on the show, I'm going to miss, I'm going to hit, I'm going to miss, I'm going to hit, I'm going to hit, I'm going to hit, I'm going to miss, I'm going to hit, I'm going to miss, I'm going to miss, I'm going to hit, I'm going to hit, I'm going to hit, I'm going to miss. It's going to continue to happen. Start getting ready for it, because it's never going to be 100%. This guy right here is likely done for the season. According to this report, Ian Rappaport, and then Ian Rappaport retweeting his own tweet. That seems to be a thing now. He says that Chiefs star wide receiver Rashee Rice's season is expected to be over. He did receive positive news today from Dr. Dan Cooper. Rice needs his LCL repaired, which, as I've said to you guys 100,000 times, here's your MCL, here's your LCL. The 100,000 time thing is that you can't really snap it in half very easily at all. It doesn't do that. It stretches, it tears. You get 1 and 2 grades, 2.5 grades, whatever. You're not snapping it half. This thing is long. It looks short here, but it goes into your leg, goes straight down your leg. It's a long ligament, and it's really hard to tear, but it is very painful. And he tore his LCL, which is kind of shocking given the mechanism and how the injury happened. Going like this and not tearing the PCL, going like this and not tearing the ACL. Now there's still a chance that they're looking at it, like right here. You'll see here, Rashee Rice needs, according to this other report, needs what he needs for in terms of healing is a matter of months, not weeks or anything like that. Potentially 3 to 4 months he's going to need. But if surgery tomorrow confirms that it's only the damage to the LCL, it could be a 3-month situation. He got a scope, he got a procedure, they took a look at it, the doctor took a look at it. He's a professional, he's an expert in this kind of thing. They will know more when they go in. So if they go in and they find out, yeah, he did have a little ACL tear, but we think it'll heal on its own. You know, we don't need to do any surgery. It's a grade 1, but it's painful, caused a lot of the swelling. Look, ACL tears are a big reason why there's swelling. I do predict there's some sort of injury in the middle of the knee. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had the swelling that we had. Anything's possible. The LCL was not predicted by really anybody to be the main thing. Everybody's thinking ACL at first. They're thinking PCL. The mechanism of the tear was totally consistent with having an injury in the back. I even broke on my model when I was showing you. I broke the ACL in half on the model when I was bending it like that. I didn't stretch or break the LCL to any significant degree, but you do see it stretching. See? Look at it stretching. It's not made. It's very taut right here. It's not taut here. So even though it's a model, it does show a great example of the LCL getting a lot of stress on this. But this is bad news for Rashee Rice. He's out for the year. Okay. But worthy to the moon. Worthy to the moon. He's going to absolutely explode.
Let him cook.
Worthy going nuts. And it all starts tonight, hopefully. We'll get into more of that as we go. We got some super chats. They're going to need immediate attention. Josh Allen, this from Dan McDermott, reiterating today that Josh Allen was medically cleared to return to the game. When people would question, hey, why'd you let Josh Allen back in? He looked concussed. He was medically cleared, bro. He went inside the blue tent, came out with the thumbs up. It's not up to McDermott. You know, this wasn't as bad of a situation as when Tua went down, stumbled, fell down, was in a fencing position. Josh Allen looked like he got his clock cleaned, but there was some interpretation to it. It wasn't even close to the same. So McDermott catching some heat on Twitter. But again, higher tonight, 42.5. Rashee Rice, I got that piece of news out of the way. Likely 6 to 8 can return this season. 6 days, what their expectation was. It does look like now it's going to be more like the 12 to 15 week type of situation if his ACL is intact. I'm going to leave this higher over here. Again, Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. They'll give you up to $1,000 in terms of this cash back offer, 50% match on your first deposit up to $1,000. So you drop $2,000, they give you $1,000. You drop the minimum of $10, they'll give you $5. So do a higher. Hit the 42.5. We've been smashing those for the most part this year. Do it live. We got super chats galore here real quickly. Traded Connor in London prior to this week. I like that a lot. I like the London Bridge is no longer falling down, bro. So London to the moon. Nice move there. We've got this super chat here. Mason and Higgins for Hall and Godwin. I would take Hall and Godwin, my guy, and do it live. Mahomes, Mason, Williams, McBride, Wicks, Nakua on IR. Nice squad help. We'll come to you in a second with some potential team ideas. Let me just make sure we don't have any other questions for tonight. Traded Bijan for Cook and DJ Moore. Bijan for Cook and DJ Moore. I don't mind that. That could work out pretty well for you. I like both sides, really. I traded Rice for Trey Tucker before they heard the news. I don't know why anybody would trade for Rice with the idea that it was going to be a long shot for him to come back. That's wild. PPR, nice work. 3-2. Should I trade Jamar Chase, DJ Moore, and Monty for Tyreek, Kyren, and Devontae Smith? I take, honestly, that's a really close call. I take Kyren, Devontae Smith, and Tyreek probably for the long term of it because you get no more bye week out of Devontae. He's bye week free. That's a fantastic move. Monty's bye week free. That's nice as well. I like Jamar a lot. I think Tyreek bounces back. I think Kyren and Jamar Chase are even Steven, best players in the trade. Let's go over that in a second. We'll get a vote on that one, Speedy. Appreciate you. Let me see if there's anything else. Mason and Higgins for Hall and Godwin. I already answered that one. Smitty approve. Smitty approve. Smitty approve. We got this one. Bigsby or Rico for Dell. Don't trade Bigsby for Dell, bro. Dell's almost waiver wire fodder to a lot of people right now. You know, so that you're gonna pick up Dell on waivers, or you gotta trade for him on a low. Bigsby is a hot commodity. Don't be trading Bigsby. Would I trade Rico Dowdle for Dell? That I could do. But Bigsby's a hot commodity. Do not do that. PPR, I'm 3-2. Should I trade Jamar Chase? Oh, I just did this one. I don't know why some of these are repeating. Speedy, thank you, pal. Appreciate you. That boy, appreciate you. Trade ideas. Let me put you on the side here and come for you. Let me just make sure there aren't any questions. The game's kicking off right now, but that boy, I got you right there. Do I trade Mason? Let me hit this one in a second strike. Let me just make sure I got any start bench questions. Mason CMC for Cup, McBride. I have Kincaid. Let me hit that in 1 second. We got the game here rolling. We got the Saints snapping in the gun. Cars solo throws it. Who is that? Shaheed? No, that's Johnson. Juwan Johnson's a pretty decent play this week. Pretty decent play. Speedy, appreciate you again. I'm coming for you in 1 second. Minded, appreciate you. I got your super chat. Racing Boy. Did I get Racing Boy's super chat over here? Opponent has Hunt and Kelsey, and I'm up 24. Do I win? You're up 24. He has Kelsey and Hunt. It's going to be close. I'd say 50-50, Racing Boy. I'd lie to you and tell you, oh, you're going to win, you're going to win, you're going to win. But, I mean, that's damn close. I don't know who I'd rather be, to be honest with you. It's really, really close. Matt with a $20 hauler. You're going to get immediate attention here. Let me just go through these. I think every one of these came after kickoff anyway. So we should be good. And I don't necessarily need to rush through the rest of these right now. I think I can answer in order which they're received now. 1 and 3 have Mason, Dak, trade away CMC for JT and Mahomes. I don't know how you would pull that off, Jays. If you could pull that off, that would be one of the most unbelievable moves you could make. Kamara on the cutback. First down. Nice run, Kamara. Running about 25, 30 yards to get a first down off like 7-yard gain. Absolutely amazing. Jace, you pull this off, it's even more amazing than that run. I don't know how anybody's going to, especially after this game, though. You know, Jace, it's going to be tough to do if he goes nuts, if Mahomes goes nuts. But yeah, hit the button now. Trade Taylor and Debo for ETN and Jaden Reed. Taylor, Debo, ETN, Reed. Look, bro, Debo and Reed. Debo's better than Reed or equal in any light you want to put that. It's either an equal or a Debo's better. Okay, and JT crushes a benched ETN. He's a bench player right now. So there's nothing close about that at all. Matt with the super chat, $20 hauler, 3-2. Mahomes, Achane, Chase Brown, Garrett Wilson, Nico, BTJ, Kincaid, Bench, Allen, Algier, Benson, Wicks, Jalen Wright, IR Pacheco, Lost Rice, Thoughts. Nico and Achane for Breece Hall and Jordan Mason. I would probably take the Breece Hall and Jordan Mason side and run. Not that I don't love Achane, not that I don't love Nico, but you got a banged up side there where you got Achane going on a bye. You have Adam Schefter over and over today reporting about how he's probably going to miss a week. Achane's going to miss a week. He's on a bye. Like, I don't know what, did anybody else notice that? Over and over and over all day. So we don't know if Achane's missing a single game. He's going straight into a bye. It's a perfect time bye week. However, it's still an injured side, and Nico could miss multiple weeks. We haven't really hit that piece of news yet, but Nico probably missing multiple weeks. And Mason, while his job could get cloudy, and I have a video on how to trade him if you want to trade him. You don't need to trade him, but if you want to trade him, you could look at that. But KC Chiefs interception. Is he down? You might want to keep running. This is comical. This is a touchdown. This is comical. Oh, is he out of bounds at the... Oh, get him. Is he out? Mark him out. Oh, please mark him out. That was an INT. We'll have to see if he got touched before he went down. But that was an INT. Chiefs return down to about the 1, 2, 3, 4 yard line. Unless this is ruled out of bounds. We'll have to see if he's down back. I don't have any audio, but it looks like they might be marking it down where he caught the ball. So he did get touched by the Saints defender on the helmet. Yes, he's down. Not to mention he might have went out of bounds. That was impressive, though. Chiefs ball. Mahomie gets the ball. First down. Let's do it live. Momentum City, where we got the crowd in favor of this situation. We got Mahomie ready to rumble. This is a good team, bro. You got Mahomes about ready to do something here. Achane, I take Mason and Breece Hall and I run. And I'm not opposed to selling Mason using the video that I posted where we talk about how do you get rid of Mason and do you even do it? No one's saying you need to. Even after I did the video, there's people that were commenting at the end of the video in the live stream like, why will we trade Mason? It's in the video. I'm not saying we need to. I'm saying if you want to, if you feel like you're a little worried about it, Kareem Hunt gets a carry. Looks like a couple yards. That's it. They're going to have to throw this ball a little bit. If they run again, I'm going to be a little pissed off because now you got a third down situation when you could just go out and throw 3 plays. Okay, get Mahomes in a groove. He's ready. I'm ready. We're all ready. We're all waiting for it. There's your buy low situation. Appreciate you. Need Kelsey to have more, no more than just 15.5. Okay, rock out. We'll see if we can do that. And please, everybody, at the same time, Mahomes in the gun. No run here unless it's him. In the gun, you got 5 wide. We got 5 wide, 1 off, 3 on the line. Mahomes scrambling. I said no run unless it's Mahomes. He runs first down. Boom. Boom. 10-yard run. Boom. Mahomes says, give it to me. Let me take care of this. Mason, CMC, and Cup for McBride, Barkley. That's close, bro. I'd probably take McBride, Barkley because Barkley's had his bye week already and Cup is out. However, this could be one of those things where the Christian McCaffrey Mason thing could be a little cloudy to the point where it's not exactly what you want in the last 5-6 weeks of the season. He's still good. Mason's still good. Mason and McCaffrey are in there. Mason's the majority ball carrier. They're trying to keep McCaffrey fed a little bit, keep defenses honest. He's not the same guy. Probably never will be. Could be for a game here and there, and then he isn't. It's going to be hot and cold with him. So it's tough, bro. I'd rather have Barkley and McBride. You have Kincaid, though. That's a big problem. Look, I do this minding my own. If you're able to trade away one of the tight ends, if not, you're going to create yourself a little problem because you're going to have one player for 2. Even though it's a great player, you gotta. If you have confidence, you can trade one of the tight ends. I would do the trade. Do I trade Mason, Kirk, and JSN for Mahomes, Dell, and ETN? And you can hit this. You can hit this. Obviously, hit this button. It's not going through tonight because Mahomes is a part of the Week 5 contest. So you'd hit it now and it would execute next week, right? Kelsey first down. Mahomes looking good. There we go. I would probably say do a trade Mason, Kirk, and JSN for Mahomes, Dell, ETN. I have Bigsby thanks to you. Thank you. I need a solid QB. I probably would do this trade. You could always sit over the button, bro, and just see if Mahomes, like at some point you're going to have to make a call. Kelsey says first down. Mahomes says first down. I'd be very tempted to do this because Mason, you just don't know what you're dealing with. I would do this trade. Wide open over the across the middle of the field. Kelsey, first down. Big rip. 20-yard gain probably. Mahomes is churning. Absolute churning. Speedy, PPR, I'm 3-2. Should I trade Jamar Moore and Monty for Tyreek, Kyron, and Devontae Smith? Guys, what are we doing here? Can we vote on this? Now I'm looking at it. I'm leaning toward the Jamar side. Every time I look at this, I'm feeling different. Can we get a vote on this one right here? Do you want the Jamar side or the Kyron side? Please vote on this right here. It's a redraft trade. Mahomes just dicing up the D. Just dicing it up. 7-yard gain. Kelsey's back. Rice goes down. They have time to prepare and mold and sculpt. And guess what? Kelsey's back. All right, let's get a little Worthy sprinkled in here. Let's get a little Worthy sprinkled in. All right, here we go. Handoff, Kareem Hunt, first down, rip up the middle, 6, 7, 8-yard gain. I don't even know. Speedy, look, what are we doing here on this? You said Kyron side, Jamar side, Kyron side, Reek side. Kind of 50-50 divide on this one. I'm going to say I take the gamble on the Kyron side if your record's 3-2 and you feel like basically you're looking at everybody's teams, you feel like you're going to be fine. You got bye week free Devontae Smith. You'll be fine waiting on Hill. And I think Hill still could pop off, while we're waiting one more game. We got a bye week and then one more game without Tua. So it's a little bit of a risk, but I like the risk. Worthy. Okay. Mahomes down to the 5, throws it to, who is that? That's Gray. That's no Gray. Okay, Gray down to the 5-yard line. I'm afraid they're going to run the ball though, and looks like it looks like Hunt's getting good room. 5 yards a pop is not. Oh man, Gray, you should have got in the end zone there. You should have got into the end zone. Damn it. Don't hand it off. Don't delay hand it off. Damn it. Stop him. First touchdown. I needed a passing touchdown. That's right. It was a really good drive. But son of a, be down. Show his knee hit the ground. He's in. God, why can't this D be better against the run? What a Yeah, Hunt's gonna be nice. Hunt's gonna be nice going forward. Seven 0. That's right. They look good though. They look like they're churning it out. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, 2 QBs, 3 wide receivers, double flex, currently 3-2. K1, JD5, you could trade one of your QBs. JJ, MHJ, Debo, Achane, Moss, Bowers, Terry Worthy, bench Chase Brown, Keon Darnold. Need a running back trade ideas. Bijan. I want Bijan. You could get Bijan. I don't know. I mean, you might have to trade like Scary Terry and Bowers if you don't want to touch MHJ or JJ, or if that guy needs a quarterback, that's an excellent way in, because you could then give Scary Terry and K1 and get Bijan probably straight up. That's the value he has. But if you don't want to touch Debo, you could trade Debo for Bijan straight up. You'd be able to do that. You could trade for potentially a handful of RBs there in that territory. James Cook even, if you wanted to go that route. But I definitely would attack some sort of Bijan trade. Or I tech Achan, but you have Achan, but just so people know, that's a great buy low RB. And let me pull up the ADP data on Underdog Fantasy for Week 6 on because of the Week 6 contest that Underdog has. Links pinned in the live chat if you want to join a resurrection draft that includes Week 6 through 17 only on Underdog Fantasy. And we look at the RBs that are around. You've got Bijan, JT injured. People are worried about him, coming off the injury. You've got HN already. Mason is even a good buy, it's a good sell and a good buy. It just depends on the angle you're coming from. Breece Hall, I'd probably say Breece Hall over anybody is my best buy recommendation for you. If you had to use, let's say, Debo and Terry, Debo, Terry, quarterback or whatever, or Bowers and Terry, for Breece Hall or for Bijan. Either one of those, my guy. Okay. Here we go. We got a handful of super chats. We got to rip through these. We got KC looking good. Kareem Hunt looking good. Kareem Hunt might be a league winner. This KC run game has been sniffing like that for a while. Hence why we love Lionheart. Lionheart fumbled the job away, but it's transferable, and it transferred straight over to Kareem Hunt. Excellent play going forward. 5 rushes, 23 yards, and a touchdown in the first drive. So let's go. Got offer Mason and Evans for Jamar Chase. Look, you're 1-4 with Jamar Chase. So, chat, if we're this guy here, Gabe, and we're 1-4, yeah, we might have to transfer the Lionheart video right over to Kareem Hunt. I think it'll look good. It's a good look on him. It's a good look on him. The Lionheart, this whole time, and we didn't know who the Lionheart was. The wrong Lionheart got captured by the authorities at the Fish and Game. We've never really seen him. The video footage we have is blurry. That is the Lionheart. That is the Lionheart. The Lion Hunt. The Lion Hunt. The Lion Hunt. Lionheart Hunt. Yeah. The Lionheart was not captured. Breaking news. Got offered Mason. Guys, what are we doing here if you're this guy? Are you taking... If you're 1-4 and you've got Jamar Chase and you're not winning, are you taking this deal? I mean, here's his team. Fields, Gibbs, Tracy, Chase, Waddle, Wicks. You can't really win with Jamar Chase. Is this move good? Mason and Evans, he probably needs to take the gamble, I would imagine, right? And I still like getting Evans, holding Evans, acquiring him on the cheap. Missile by Carr, and it's just off. We need a shootout. We do need Carr to score. We don't want the Chiefs to just run the ball and give Kareem Hunt 255 yards and 3 touchdowns. I know some of you might want that, but I want some Chief passing, which they did show tons of production in that first drive. But we definitely need this team, this New Orleans Saints team, to keep this close. Guys, are we doing this trade? I think we're getting a lot of yeses. Evans is a good buy. Mason's a good buy. I'm going to say Smitty approved that. Gabe, thank you for the $20 hauler. I'd also very much trade Jamar Chase for Breece Hall and something. I'd very much trade Jamar Chase for Bijan and something big. Go to the MHJ owner, see what running backs they have. Go to those 2 RBs. Breece Hall would be fantastic for you. Beast Mode says Garrett Wilson for Cup. I'd rather have Garrett Wilson right now because you're waiting on Cup, but it's close once they're back, and I'd rather have Cup once he's back. I'm going to toast. I'm going to be toast on Kelsey, says Rock Out. Oh, the Kelsey over probably. It seems like they're going to throw the ball a ton. 5-0 trade away Nico for St. Brown. You have to do that because Nico could be out several weeks. We don't really know. Got burned by Debo Wicks with Waddle on the bench. Yeah, but you can't sit Debo, bro. Don't even think about sitting him this week because of a bad game or anything. Wandell Pickens for Worthy. I'd rather have Worthy. Who's RNG? Wandell Robinson and... Oh, George Pickens. Okay, the way that was looking, it was like a different player. Wandell Robinson, period, and G, period, Pickens. I'd take Worthy personally. But we'll see if that's a correct answer tonight. Might not be. Maybe you hold your finger over the button and you wait and see how Worthy does. Monty and Reed for Josh Allen, Kincaid, and Bucky. I have McBride. Monty and Reed for Josh Allen, Kincaid, and Bucky. I think this is the one I already said. If you can get rid of or maybe this is not. If you can get rid of one of the tight ends, like you're acquiring 2 elite tight ends, bro. I know they haven't been playing that way, but you got to be able to get rid of one. If you can get rid of one, then Smitty approve the trade for sure. If you need a quarterback that badly, but you got to be able to get rid of one. Did you gift me did you get to my super chat? Michael, I don't know. Did I already? Let's see here, Michael. Michael, maybe I didn't, Michael. I'm sorry, bro. If I didn't get to it yet. I think I set it aside here because it was, here it is. I was right next to it, Michael. I'm sorry about the delay. Going 0-5. Mahomes, Mason, Javonte Williams, I assume. I think it's Javonte. Coleman, Dell, McBride, Achane, Bigsby, Garendo, Wright, Wicks, Nakua on IR. You need to watch my Mason video. See if you can trade him away. You're trying for Brees. You're trying for Bijan and something. You're trying for a Tyreek Hill. Maybe you get something in addition to it type of move. But you're going to need an RB if you make a trade, right? So you're probably going to have to go through the RB avenues that I map out. But definitely watch that video because it's going to do a better job than I can in seconds or minutes here. But I would say Mason for Hall is going to be a big priority for you to try and execute upon. Mason for Bijan and something is going to be a priority for you to execute on. The rest of this team, it's hard to say. You're waiting on Achane. Actually, you could go after Hill and a running back if it's the right running back. The fact that you got Achane and Bigsby, Achane will be back. You're 0-5, though. You can't really wait on the bye week, so I would try for Brees. I really would. Brees or Bijan with something. But you're also a candidate to kind of hold Mason and not sell him low. Mahomes back to pass. It looks like his intended receiver is laying on the ground face down. Let's go. I'd probably say, you're not trading anybody high, but maybe Mason. Bigsby's he's an entertaining trade thought. Like, I wonder if you could trade Achane and Bigsby for like a haul. Like, try that. We got Mahomes in the gun. Hunt to his right. Could be a draw. It is. Okay, second and like 7 or 8. I hate those draws because it really puts you in a bind. It puts you in a pickle. Third down and now. But they're looking very efficient, so I'm okay with them with a third down attempt here. But, I just hate play calling like that. You got Pierce in the game now. Kareem Hunt is out. Probably just giving him a breather, And as far as this trade, bro, you're going to have to count on McBride. You're going to have to count on Mahomes bouncing back. You're going to look at potentially trading away Mason, like I said. But you also want to look at Bigsby as that offsides on a freaking offensive line. Come on, use your brain, bro. Jeez. Thanks a lot. What, 74? Who is that? Come on, bro. Use your brain. Bro. What do you state? Your stance is awful anyway. You look like you're going to get knocked over, 74. Anybody see the way he was standing at the line of scrimmage? All right. We got a long 3rd and 12. Saints look like they're bringing the blitz. Mahomes back to pass, scrambles around. Oh, nice navigation of the pocket. Mahomes scrambling. Oh! Ball got tipped. Mahomes is trying to get it to a wide open Kelsey while he was scrambling. Nice navigation. It was a good attempt. Let's not do the draw play on second down anymore. Second and long. It's a stupid play. Mahomes trying to get the football into a small window. Okay, let's see here. Thank you, Michael. Michael, I wish I had better answers for you, but it starts with that running back trade, bro. And I appreciate your super chat. Andrew to the moon. We got a $10 by Wag. Appreciate you, Wag. We got about 400 people in the room. Please. Oh, kicker got hit. Punter got punted. Is there a flag on this play? If it is, it's roughing the kicker. There is a flag, but I don't know if it's on the return end of the field though. Let's see here. Shaheed. I don't know. That's gonna be roughing the kicker though. A 12-man 2-3. Burrow, Gibbs, ETN, Neighbors, Debo, Reed, McBride, bench, Nico, Chandler. With Nico out for a couple weeks, what moves do you recommend? I'd probably say you're not going to get rid of ETN anymore. There's not a whole lot to sell, bro. Holding return team. I don't know. Other than you're trying to trade, your only shot is to wait this thing out. You're 2-3. It's not the end of the world. But losing ETN's the big, nut kicker, bro. But Debo, Reed, Neighbors, and Gibbs is so good. And Burrow, I tend to lean toward if you can't trick someone into getting ETN, then how are you going to... There's nothing to move here. I'm trying to get Bigsby. If you could get Bigsby, your problems would be solved a little bit. Gibbs is phenomenal. You don't really list your entire bench, so I don't know if you have another RB somewhere. Ford, and maybe this is your entire bench. Ford's decent for now, but Chubb's going to come back and not take over fully because I don't think he'll ever be the same. At least this year he won't, and he's 29 years old, or 28. So odds are he's never going to be the same. But Ford will be sufficient. Chandler, they're doing some. They're still looking at Aaron Jones, and he's got that hip issue. We'll find out a little bit more today, unless that news broke while I was live. But I don't know. I'm going to say on this squad, I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold unless I'm selling Gibbs for like Breece Hall and a RB, an ETN upgrade, an additional running back that helps solve your RB2 problem. Would I take a gamble of Breece over Gibbs if I got something? Yes. Would I take a gamble of Bijan and something significant if I got it alongside of Bijan for Gibbs? Yes. Would I trade Burrow on the high? That all depends on who you could get back into the QB spot because it complicates matters. And he's playing on fire. He's kind of, maybe the reason why you've got a couple wins. Got offered Breece and Mason for my St. Brown and Moss. I'd rather have Breece and Mason by a country mile. I got offered Breece and Mason for my St. Brown and Moss. Breece and Mason crush Zach Moss, who may be losing his job in St. Brown. I love St. Brown, but I have Gibbs and HN, St. Brown, Debo, Worthy, Wicks, Dell, Najee. I'm trying to trade Mason for like an MHJ or someone like that after Tyreek Hill. If you could turn this into Breece Hall and Tyreek Hill for St. Brown and Moss, you're crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. It would suck bad if I scored 169. I'm sorry, Rock Out. We'll see what happens, bro. Saints are marching. I wouldn't mind the Saints scoring here to keep it competitive, but we'll see. I'll be back for an after-game wrap-up show. Again, we've got a little bit of other news to go over real quickly before we jump out the door. We got Nico Collins considered day-to-day, but it does feel like it's going to be a multi-week injury. We're talking even his head coach saying it's usually a couple weeks. So he's out at least, I'd say, a minimum of 2 weeks. Could be more like 3 or 4. Just depends on how he responds. Shane Steichen, Colts coach, saying that Anthony Richardson, oblique, is the starter when he's healthy. No hesitation. It's nice to see your coach support you, but I don't know how the rest of the world's gonna view that. But that's I still believe in A. Richardson to a degree. I really still do. It's just how far away is he? That's the only thing. I do believe he's got talent. And keep in mind, again, Josh Allen was very, very bad as a rookie, and people are acting like Josh Allen's back at that point. Ridiculous. Josh Allen's the second best, if not the best, quarterback in the National Football League. You talk madness. Go ahead and talk madness about Josh Allen being a bad quarterback. It's ridiculous. Carr scrambling, throws, Shaheed, 3rd down and 13 out of bounds. Seems to be the Patriots seem to be strongly considering putting Drake May into the lineup. More on that to come. Ladies and gentlemen. We'll know more. Christian McCaffrey won't play week 6. That's not a surprise. He'd be lucky to play in early November, I think, or at the end of October and be getting very limited work. So people should be curbing their expectations on that. Derek Carr throwing Shaheed's looking for a flag. Derek Carr threw a bomb downfield, and Shaheed did not get the call that he wanted. And so just the DBs, Reed's looking at him going, bro, there's no penalty. Shaheed's saying, oh, you got in my way. They ran into each other. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people are going to complain about that. Reed's running down the field and Shaheed runs into the back of him. That's not a penalty. I'm sorry, but it's not. I know a lot of anti-Chief people are going to be like, bro, what are you doing? Njoku will undergo an MRI. We'll find out more on that today. That could have dropped in the midst of all this that we're talking about here on this live stream. So we'll have more on that. Chiefs return it to about the 40-yard line. Devontae Smith will be ready. Concussion will be back for week 6. Get him in your lineups for week 6. He's bye-week free, which is fantastic going forward. We've got A.J. Brown. He'll be playing hamstring. He'll be playing week number 6. So Jalen Hurts is a great buy low walking into this week. Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts, buy low, buy low, buy low. That's all the news that she wrote. We got one more super chat. This one from Sheesh Coin. Appreciate you. Would you trade Kyren plus JSN for Jacobs and Metcalf? I would not. No. And was offered Breece for Kyren, but I don't know. I'd rather have Kyren over Breece Hall. If I'm going to trade Kyren for Breece, I want something in return of significant value. It's not even close. Kyren's the best running back in fantasy football, probably. Barkley and Kyren. 1 and 2 at least. I'll see you all after the game. Appreciate you. EA Goats says I missed my chat, says EA Goats. Okay, let me look. I don't see it, bro. There's no super chat. I didn't. Goats, you must have not posted it. I'm searching, bro. Your super chat didn't go through. If you think it did. EA. Nope, you didn't. It didn't go through, bro. It must have gave you an error. You didn't read it or something. I don't see it. Can you post it again? Just your question. Put it in the comments of this video after, not in the live stream. Put it in the comments of the video, but I don't think it posted. All right, I'll see you all after for the recap show. Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, live after the games, whenever there's a game. So I'll see you later. Shoddy, I didn't miss yours. Shoddy, I definitely answered yours. Shoddy, on yours, I said it was the St. Brown one, the St. Brown Moss one. We spent like a few minutes on that one. I said Breece and Mason by a country mile. Yeah. Easy. And then I looked, and then I said I even looked to trade Mason away, use the video. Use the Mason video to trade him away. If it's right, if not, you hold him. Should I hold 4-1? Yeah, this didn't get sent. Chiefs first down, nice pass there, Mahomie. Allen and Kincaid, JT Gibbs, Jacobs, Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Bench, Swift, Bigsby, Dell. You're the monster. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'm trying to trade like Swift on the high right now. I know he's good, playing well, but I'd definitely look to trade him or hold him. I mean, you're holding or trading. You're selling high or you're not. Like Swift and Jacobs for Breece Hall right now. Like Swift and Bigsby for Breece Hall. Swift and Garrett Wilson for an even bigger monster. Lionheart's in the game, ripping off an 8-yard run. Wait a minute. What's the Lionheart doing in the game? He's ripping off an 8-yard run all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, Shoddy, we took care of that. I think Shoddy went on a potty break and Lionheart back in it. Kelsey, first down. Mahomes is doing some work, bro. Oh, Kelsey looks a little hobbled. I don't think he's hurt, but he just kind of came down weird on the knee. But he got up right away. But that was kind of like got a little bit. That's where you tear an LCL on that move. He's fine. They show him on the sideline. He's fine. He just came out for a second. He's tying his shoe. But that is like, if anyone wants to know how you tear your LCL, it's on that particular play where your knee gets bent back. That's how you usually tear your LCL, which is so odd that the LCL is the injury we're talking about for Rashee Rice. Hunt ripping an 8-yard, 9-yard run for second and 1. End of the first quarter. All right, see you all later. Appreciate you. Jared with the final super chat of the night. Trade Gibbs for Breece and Debo. I would take Breece Hall and Debo for Gibbs. That's the kind of move I'm talking about, bro. That is the exact kind of move I'm talking about. See you all later. Appreciate you all.